Greetings, fellow pilgrims and stalwarts. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Frostwardens, episode 77. Even the strong get battle-weary. Why? Why? Stop it! Just frickin' stop it! Alright, fish pick. Go pick up these shells, please. We have more people to shoot, I guess. I'm not even done with the last raid. They're like literally overlapping. Yeah, another siege. Back-to-back sieges. So these still have one incendiary shell each. There is an HE shell here. And Wishbringer is making HE shells. So I'm going to have Wishbringer just keep cranking out HE shells. The issue that I have right now is the issue that I have right now is that all of my defenders are going to need like a mental break before the next wave. So, but the next wave is going to be like shelling me, so it's kind of like a crap, what needs to happen first type situation. Fish pick. I also don't want them raiding until fish pick has acquired the materials, so that it's a pretty messy timing here. So everyone take like a quick breather and fill up your like needs or whatever while Fishpick runs to get shells for our artillerymen. Did I start building the ship without telling us? Yes, you'd think, but no. Yo, where's your supplies? There we go. Fishpick's close enough, or far enough away from them that, like, if they get aggroed, I can get him to cover before they get pissed. And next shells for each is going to be HE. I'm glad you guys voted that I would get, mortars. Because, yeah, I'm getting... I might want to, like, line up a lot more mortars so that I can just, like, super bombard anyone that comes to attack us. So they're already assaulting the colony. The weapons they have are less serious than the last raid. If you were wondering. They don't have any dooms or triples or anything like that. And then Fishpick has scooped the mortars and is getting in position. So, with that in mind, you guys go take a very, 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 very brief break. Fishpick get to the base. And we're defending against yet another. Unfortunately, their shells, all 18 of the HE shells, did survive. Which means... stop making HE shells. Because we're going to have 24 shells available to us. Did anyone die? No, no one died. In fact, if someone died, it would be easier on me due to the adaptation mechanic that RimWorld has. If you're unfamiliar with what that is, adaptation mechanic makes the game easier when people do die. So if someone died, the game would be easier. But nope, no one died, so here we go. Another raid. And I'm going to try to have the people that need recreate as much as they can before I have to have them report to the front. So the ones that are in the best mood are going now, and the ones that are in bad moods are going to hang behind until they absolutely have to go. The raid obviously decided to attack my base and did not decide to go for Fishpick. The other thing about this raid party is this is the army of scavengers, so capturing and releasing does have a benefit. It will remove them from my hostilities list if we capture enough of them, which I intend to do if possible. So to that end, prisoners. Alright, the main entry door is... yeah, we're seeing so many corpses. The main entry door is now, like, mostly repaired. And we have people reporting for the front. I will say, I think overwhelming gunfire from my defending line is what's keeping me alive. So, getting as many shooters ready as possible, as quick as possible, is, like, crucial to my survival. Tannering. Oh, that's a bad torso hit, actually. Gonna have him take cover. Oh, Jesus. As he's trying to retreat, he gets pelted. Wish. You replace him? Madsen, get ready to close that door. Fishpick, get ready to open the other one. Slotus, those are new shots. You hide. Flip-flop and valid target. And for the fleers, firing up Plassteel. Rogie, you're going to lose a lung. You take cover. Fangface, get harder cover. Wishbringer, you're okay. Roginus Lotus needs help. Alright, these guys are flip-flopping. The problem is a lot of them are like on go juice, so they're not affected by getting shot as much as, you know, we would hope. Which is why they're so hardy. Because they're just ignoring damage. Sheep. You're actually okay. You come back out. How's this wall holding up? 57? Okay. Turrets are fine. And don't get toxic buildup, just stand under the roof. Alright, well, that's way too many internal organ injuries. Take cover, go to the hospital. They're breaking the walls and barriers, so I'm going to turn off those turrets. Alright, let's drop ourselves off as targets, so they can't see us anymore. Rogie, rest until healed. Alright, they don't have a line of sight on me, so they should be pathing to Fishpick now. And then we'll flip them around in just a minute. Axios. While we wait on that, let's have you do some triage. While these shooters take up the hardest positions. Alright, Fangface, you're going to take up the last good cover. Sheep, you're going to take up this cover. Rise it, you're going to actually flip the door. And Fishpick, you're going to get ready to close this door. All right. Main pathway is open. They're coming in. Tannering, you are patched up. I'm going to have you rest. I don't want you fighting. But you got to give up the bed. Wishbringer needs to get healed. A Slotus. Oh, God. Headshot. Get back in here. Alright, here they come. Sheep give up the bed. Wishbringer, heal both. Oh god, heal all three. Alright, we don't have anyone, in a good position to flip-flop the defense doors, but Fishpick is getting in position for it. JD, is that old wounds? Yeah, old wounds. Alright, sheep all patched, minus the almost decapitation, Wish, and Rogie getting patched, and I think those are the only active bleeds. Fishpick decided to come out here and just slay the dude, because he was closest to the door, but no one else is, and he'll be able to get to cover before time. Alright, winner just got popped in the jaw. Let's take cover again. And if we're doing that, Cardinal, I need you to offer yourself up as a valid target, because we're going to flip the doors again. And on their way out, they'll face Plasteel Barrage. So Cardinal is valid target. He's going to be here. As they retreat, we'll shoot. And Winner, you can relax. I don't want you to lose a jaw. So I'm going to try to finish off those that are most wounded, so that we trigger a flee. So really can't keep this fight going. I mean, look at the corpses, dude. Like 76 corpses are right here, and I've been actively burning them as fast as I can. We're just like so under attack, it's absurd. Alright, let's flip-flop. Bring him back. Cardinal, you're healthy, so come join us. Oh, there we go. Finally, that flea. The problem with the flea here is, there's a lot of them coming to bash our door down. So, I need all hands on deck to shoot those that are coming to break our door. Speaking of doors, let's close this one and repair it so that my shooters have an active line of sight all the way to them. I will be improving our kill box just after I build this. So another raid, another no death, but definitely feeling the pressure. Now, the other thing is, it was possible to take prisoners to release. This dude's army of scav, dead and 9. Alright, capture. Unforbid. And capture. Anyone else? No, like, literally just, that's the only one that's going to be captured. The others are essentially out of the map tile already. Alright, schedule. Done. Oh, God. Randy, stop. So many corpses. So many corpses. If I search dead, 99 found. I got 100 corpses on the map. Well, all right. If we capture him, 99 corpses on the map tile. Dear Lord. Another raid happens. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me at this rate. It just wouldn't surprise me. The fact that I haven't had any deaths while fighting hundreds of people is a bit of a miracle. But we have a lot of corpse cleanup to do. Alright, who needs medical treatment? Just Winter, and it's for a bruise. So that's not too bad. Yeah. I'm also going to need a lot of steel in order to rebarrel the turrets. Oh, I got a lot of injuries. I'm actually quite surprised no one died, given the quantity of raiders. A lot of it is just luck. I mean, I got shot in the head twice, right? One jaw, one regular old head, and I didn't die. No one died. Like, that's just straight miracle level of luck. I can't chalk that up to skill at all. That would be disingenuous to say, oh, my skill let me know. I got shot in the head and didn't die. Like, there's no skill for I took headshot, not dead. I wish. I'd love that skill, but I guess if you're a vampire. But even then, if you're decapitated as a vampire, it's kind of game over too. Please stop snowing! For the love of God and all that is holy, please stop snowing. Wishbringer. Bring shells. Axios. Bring steel. Oh, or fall asleep. Yeah, RimWorld has a big learning curve, but if you play on easier difficulty, you aren't going to face what I'm facing here. So I would advise, if you're like new to RimWorld, don't play on higher difficulties. Play on one you can manage. There's no, like, who cares if it's a lower difficulty? It's not a problem. Zeusin's finally up. Still has a scar. We healed one of 2 scars. I am going to have her fill the pod back up with maybe Nutrifungus. And go in for another cycle. So her neck scar is cured, but not her torso. And this one's painful. Actually, are you a masochist? She's a masochist. Never mind. It's barely it benefits me to have that scar. She'll be happy with it. So. But the neck one is dangerous because you don't have a lot of you have 40 torso HP, but for neck HP you have a lot less. I think 25. So you're way more likely to get decapitated than have your torso busted to death. Although torso covers a lot more area, but still. It's only 1 HP, it's fine. The festival, yes, good point. Now I did owe them a bigger a bigger ritual room, but it's not like I can build that in time. So leader present is weird because how could there is no leader to be present? I'm not really sure. So the expected quality sucks. What's funny is the expected quality goes down. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to wait to start this for another pew because we will get a big bonus for a second pew. Not a big bonus, but a big enough bonus for a second pew. Bye, Kel. If you break, that would be pretty funny. And then we'll trigger the festival. I don't have really any time left in the stream, but with what very little time left I have, let's go for the last voting session. The Stalwarts demand sleep accelerators to be installed in every stalwart bed. That means any shared bed with the pilgrim and also their own personal beds. And pilgrims demand that turrets be installed in the mining tunnels for defenses. So that the mining tunnels are anti-sapper tunnels and also anti-bugged. Have you voted on that? Give you 1 minute. And thank you for voting. Also worth mentioning, the chem-fueled arc is about 2/3 fueled. It's burned 617 out of 1,000. So it's not happening this stream, if that's something you were curious about. And yeah, you've got about 30 seconds to vote, but it does look like Stalwarts have a lead. I wonder if the Pilgrims can close it. All right, that resolves that. So here's the results of the poll. Stalwarts have indeed won, and as a result of winning, their faction politics have gone up. They're now downtrodden, and the Pilgrims have gone down. They're disenfranchised. Pilgrims have lost a bunch in a row. Not too happy about that, I'm sure. And then the Stalwarts are going to get sleep accelerators for every shared bed. So I'm going to queue that up. It's not to say that I'm going to build it immediately because I don't really have the resources for it. But Sheep and Madzin, Axios and Zeusin, Cardinal and Fishpick, Wish and Winter, Rise It, Fangface. I'll keep them forbidden for now, but they will be built as soon as I get the steel. All right, another thing to do, terrain affordance. So I'm going to build a roof zone here so we can get rid of corpses a little bit more easily. So those corpses I don't need to haul. We'll just like burn them. And it's also clear weather right now. So JD, I'm going to rely on you, bud. Ow. It's not. Oh, yeah, it is clear. It's just toxic fallout, so it looks like it's snowing. But it's not really. Because we have a mountain of corpses to clean up. And a lot of them are ugly, ugly, ugly corpses, which is not great for our colonists to see. Meds will burn? Yeah, like a few meds here or there is not a problem. As long as it's not a stack of 20. If it's a stack of 1, it's like, oh well, whatever. Some accuracy. At 15? What the hell? 4 attempts at point-blank range. Okay, that's enough for you for now. And we'll put someone else in charge in a minute. Actually, this corpse is close enough to the cables that I don't want him to burn it. It'd be bad to lose that. Dog treats. Sure thing. There is a doomsday launcher here, which, let's see. Stockpile. Doom. I don't want to burn it where it is because it's going to blow up my walls. So I need to haul it somewhere safer to burn. I could leave it in the water, but leaving it in the water leaves it as a potential problem for the future. Where are you taking that? Oh, no, you're taking it to the correct spot. So that's why I didn't want to, like, leave it in the water, because it could be... like, a frag grenadier could throw a grenade on it and then end up making it to be a very big problem later on. So it's best to just get rid of them sooner than later. Because this is what happens when you burn a doomsday launcher. It catches fire. Come on. Wow, it's just gonna burn. Oh, there it goes, and explodes. Acts like an IED when torched. Vitals monitors now researched. What do we get next? Oh, let me take Vitals monitor off that pole. There we go. Madsen, you... Ooh, yes. Research, okay. Research bench prevented. Copy. Stalwart research prevented. And this is going to be, Pilgrim, oh. So the Stalwart research prevented is a different zone. It's getting more complicated by the day. Because I don't want my Stalwarts, messing with the corpses. They don't want to see corpses. So we'll keep them off of that area. Do jump packs exist? So if you're wondering, jump packs is a royalty DLC. They do not exist. Is it just me or is the toxophilic going away? Doesn't look so green anymore. Oh, great! Second runner high! Thanks, game! You're just the best. Oh my god! The entire tunnel is already done. When did that happen? And where was I? So we didn't actually leave room for the heaters in here, so I'm gonna have to rectify that. But, let's start getting the light, at least. And that will also mean needing to, hooking up a power switch. Let's do it here. So we can turn this on or off. Well, actually, no. Let's not do the power switch here. Let's do the power switch here. And then leave room for heaters. So remove a few spots there for heaters there. And then heaters here and heaters there. Okay. Still working on that. You guys want flat screen TVs? Upgrading our television recreation? So high def VHS. I like it. Current priorities right now. That we've got everybody healed. I can remove that as a priority, right? Bionic arms and all that. I think. Let me double check. That torso scar and the lost leg are not going to be dealt with. So yeah, nobody is hurt to the point where they need to be healed. So what we want to do is to improve defenses and build sleep accelerator. Once I get the mining tunnels done, which are in process. That is a lot of iron. No one's hauling that? No wonder it looks like I'm neglecting my steel production. There's like loads of iron that are just in the wrong spot. A lot of men in the colony are going a little batty. Thanks to the Hydroner. I hope the Hydroner doesn't, you know... I mean, it is what it is, but... I'll try to keep them sane. With, like, rum and ambrosia. Bonus drugs, if you will. I haven't yet done the festival. Good point. I'll do it first thing in the morning. And the Toxiviolet is gone. Nice. I will need to make a more of an effort of grabbing the things that are going to decay. So let's have Zeus in. Grab the... Or caravan grab the west area. And then Axios, you'll grab the east area. Some of these components are going to decay soon enough that, like, we need to pack them up. Not all the stuff is, like, equally valuable. I don't really care about the mortar barrels. They weigh a lot. Honestly, I'll probably end up bombing a bunch of them. Because they add a lot of colony value, and I don't want that colony value. But there, the west siege site is mostly cleaned up, save for some wood. And same is true of the east siege site, save for, like, 2 steel. Nice and tidied. Right, 8 in the morning. Here we go. Stalwart Social Festival. Pilgrims do not attend. 65% chance. Probably not going to be very good. Fangface. It's too cold for Fangface. Alright. Well. Let's open the door. And... make a cardinal. You make a temporary campfire there. How does forming a caravan help with collecting those materials? You can pack the materials up into the caravan and then be like, oh, nope, just kidding, cancel the caravan. And it allows you to haul more than a stack at a time. In RimWorld, you can haul 1 stack of stuff. It doesn't use carry weight. But caravans use carry weight, not stacks. So, caravanning them allows them to haul multiple stacks, which is a big shortcut. Just takes manual effort. Alright, it is properly warm in this room. So let's do this again. 67%. Good luck. The Stalwart Social kicking off. Boring. Oh, there was one other requirement, which is and bigger IDO room. A lot of priorities to be addressed. And that's after I get this, like, iron tunnel going. Which means this drill should be installed. Yeah, let's install it here. Everything is a #1 priority? Yeah. Everything is important. And needs to be addressed immediately. It's not entirely untrue. The droner's over, though. and no one had a break. I probably got lucky more than anything, but I'll take it. Luck's fine with me. And I'm sure I still have like 100 dead or 50 dead corpses to deal with. 28! Oh, that's better than I thought would have thought. Nice! We have a new iron drill zone. So now we need the heaters, because the pilgrims were entitled to heated work areas. And then after that, we'll get the sleep accelerators. Just a long list of things to do. But the new iron zone will help us acquire the metal that we need in order to finish that tunnel. And I know I'm going slightly over time. I really wanted to leave off having this tunnel finished formally so that I wouldn't have to worry about it. I know I'm not that close to having the iron or steel yet. But we have a big bucket of steel, so hopefully we'll get it done in just a minute or two. Shouldn't take too much longer. So these just need components, and we have lots of components thanks to all the siege sites. And this needs to be built. Not that bad, not that bad. No, what are you doing? What are you doing? Alright, these heaters need to be set to negative 40-ish. Because we're just trying to keep, like, the worst of hypothermia away. They're not supposed to actually be comfortable, just not killing us tunnels. So we have negative 40, negative 38. Negative 39 is fine. Negative 40, and then this last heater will be negative 38 or something around there. Once we have the metal for it. But, yeah, we have tapped a new iron source, which is really, really important. To keep the colony running. And you can hear all the lovely sounds of wall repair. Because this back wall gets absolutely slammed when we are defending against waves and waves and waves of attackers. How far is the arc field burn? It is 671 out of 1,000. So just past the 2/3 mark. And we started the stream at like 100 something? So, oh, a Slotus, that's not the, oh, fish pick, not you too. Brain cells, use them. God. How many corpses now? 3. Down from like 100. And this mining iron is way easier to get to than way up here. So there's also the added bonus of it's closer, which I'm all about. We'll be able to mass it quicker. Can they not path this one heater because the other one's in the way? Yeah, I actually think that's the problem. It hadn't occurred to me, but yeah, it was a pathing issue. I mean, up until a second ago, we didn't have the steel anyway, but it might have been a pathing issue. So we only had just smelted the steel. And there we go. Officially, we now have an iron wing. It is in home zone. It is powered and heated. The heater is set to the correct temperature. And this, friends, is where I am going to leave off for this stream. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Frostwardens, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in the next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Frostwarden survivors.